Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers and sisters. This is the AOR Formula Renault 3.5 Championship for rounds 11 and 12. More astute among you will already spot that this is indeed Leguna Seca. We just come to the end of the practice session. We have 17 cars participating. One, of course, is myself in the list of 18. Tony, unfortunately, is not able to join me in the commentary box at this time, so it is just myself once again. So, going back, head of the times with a 107.893. Let's see what we can do in 10 minutes of qualifying. I'm second. The game is really generous in the position it seems to give me at the start of qualifying. The fastest person to ever have started from the pit lane. So, joining us this time we have... camera, El Nano. Me, of course. Now, Franco Droz, I assume you would say that. Now, there's been a number of driver changes. I think he's actually in the spare livery. I'm certain that's jumping. Oops, run a little bit wide there in turn 3. There's Mr. DBZ Leica joining us once again. One tyre. Promoted to a race seat recently. Sterling DK. Flying the Denmark flag. Vice Guy. One on track yet again. Here is everyone's favourite commentator, Fizzy. Joining us once again in the Panasonic livery car, the Hideaki 4. Just leaving the pits now for his qualifying run. Stokeman returns to us again. Mr. Soprano. Once more, showing his dedication. He's just started his soft lap, I think. I'm just going to move my wheels around slightly. Cause an interruption in the recording. I apologise for that. Esteban Viso. Oh, the camera is not sure where he is. There he goes. Flying Cayman just coming through the corkscrew. Whoops, that's one of the new guys, I think, just spinning at the top of the corkscrew there. Govak, who we just saw at the top of the free practice session being here, and the camera does not know where to find it. Fantastic. Excuse me, Bartniski. The star of Poland, star from Poland, I should say, just beginning his hot lap. Pedro, RC99, with us once again, and of course, championship leader Manu on track, beginning his hot lap. And Gibbs, we have some late joiners, and Gibbs is now with us. Welcome aboard, and that is your 18 cars. So Gibbs joining us late on. Do we have any lap times as yet? One person that mysteriously didn't appear when just cycling through the names is Lucas Schumacher. Apologies if I don't pronounce it exactly right, but that's as close as I can get as an Englishman. Lucas Schumacher is a reserve driver that's joining us today. I think there's been so many driver changes recently that I'm not. I can't remember off the top of my head exactly who is race seat and who is reserve. I think Lucas is reserve, but. I apologise wholeheartedly if I have that wrong. So, we have some times beginning to come onto the board. Pedro, currently at the top with 109.223. Manu just behind him, 109.873. El Nano, currently third, 112. Oh no, I've got this problem as I had last time. Say a name and it immediately changes position. Whoops, there's Lucas. Oh, he's getting out of the way. Oh, that was a hell of a thump then. Was that Lucas hitting the wall or was that someone hitting the ground in the corkscrew? Not certain. So Pedro currently at the top of the time sheet. It's not actually letting me jump to Pedro for some reason. There we go. Have him going in the background. Manu holding second place. Now we saw quicker times than this in the practice session, so I fully expect these times to come down. Pedro really getting into his rhythm. Warm tyres, warm brakes, etc. Where is he on? Whoops, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. He is currently, he's just coming to the end of that. That's turn 11. I think that's Manu right behind him. Yes, it is. Pedro again, he increase his lead at the front. 109.223. The answer is... Did he cross the line already? Yes, it is. 109.223 he remains at. I was just concentrating on the time. I completely missed the start line going past. Oh, someone getting out of the way of Pedro there. Oh, weird camera freeze there. Manu holding second, 109.528. Oh, running a tad wide there at the end of turn 3. Now, the cameras on this track are much better than we've had in the last few races, So we shouldn't have too many incidents of the camera staring off into space, staring at grass, almost maybe sand here, or just spinning around wildly. Oh, Manu went a little bit too hard there at turn 6. On the way up the hill towards the corkscrew. That is turn 7, believe it or not. That tiny kink there just before what is collectively turn 8. I think he's barreled out of that one. Yes, he has. He's chosen just to give himself a little bit more space to have another crack. Worn tyre on the 3rd position spot at the moment. As Fizzy's teammate in the Panasonic car. There's what I believe flying came out right ahead of him. Getting some more heated to his tyres. 109.869. Fizzy slots into 4th position. 109.942. He's at the top of the corkscrew. Here he comes. That hill is so steep. It is ridiculous. Not that I've ever been to the track on my own. In real life, rather. Yeah, yes, I realise I've left the racing line on. I realised slightly too late that my racing line was still on. I apologise again. But unfortunately, there's nothing I can do about it in game. Can Fizzy improve on 4th place? Oh, it's up to 2nd now. 109.399. Good job. Just behind Pedro. But displacing his main championship robot and current championship leader, Manu. Now, where is Manu? That's going up to the top of the corkscrew, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, he's got a lot of traffic ahead of him. Oh, well done, sir. That is possibly Vice Guy. I know Vice Guy uses that livery. I can't remember who else does. Esteban uses that livery. Oh, well done. That Renko car getting out of Manu's way. Lovely job. Oh, that might be Stelling ahead of him. I'm not sure. I know Stelling uses that livery. Does Manu improve? Oh, that is very wide. Careful to keep to. Oh, what a surprise. Manu stating his authority at the top of the timesheet. Oh, the camera getting lost there because Manu is in the pit lane. That's not Manu. Manu has not suddenly changed to a Panasonic car. Now, for some weird reason, the shadows on my game are going utterly crackers. I don't know why. Again, I apologise for this. We'll stay within the pit lane. The pit lane is only separated from the main track by some cones. Need to be careful of that one. Manu currently holding the pole position. Pedro 2nd. Fizzy 3rd. Worn tyre 4th. Oh, that's... Does he improve? No, he doesn't. Esteban holding 5th place with 110.074. As the fuel starts to burn off in these cars, it's Hideaki 4. He's in there somewhere. Whoa, that's someone spinning out there. Oh, Hideaki's just been demoted, I think. Has he? No, that's me not paying attention to the numbers. So Hideaki currently 6th. Gibbs up to 7th position now. 110.980. Now, just before I started recording, I did actually try and do a lap. I got as far as there. I got as far as turn 3 before I span out. Oh, there's a DBZ Leica confusing the camera. Oh, is that... I think that's people trying to get out of the way more than actual contact there. There may have been contact there that I didn't see. Flying K-Man, currently in 9th position. He's been probably the last... Oh, it depends on when they start. I might get 2 flying laps in. It is close. Oh, the gap between K-Man and Stokeman is very, very close. 111.719. Jump back up to the top. Manu. 109.142. Does have time for another flying lap. Oh, he's just been displaced. Worn tyre. Oh, good job. Well done, sir. 109.071 takes the current pole position. Can we see 108s? We did see 108s in practice. Can we see it again? They have got time to complete this lap. Manu, 2nd. Pedro, 3rd. Fizzy, 4th. Vito in the pits in 5th position. Hideaki 4 in 6th. Oh, that's running a little bit wide there at turn 6. Steady on, steady on. So only 11 official turns in this circuit. So hopefully there won't be too many occasions of me getting the wrong corner numbers. Whoa, and that is the problem when it comes to the corkscrew. That is the problem. The car gets very, very light, as basically it almost becomes airborne. So drivers do have to be careful. Flying K-Man starting a lap there. Now people will be on their final flying laps. Oh, Worn tyre has also got it wrong in the corkscrew. That's the end of his qualifying run. Manu, oh, he hasn't improved from 2nd position. That is the end of his qualifying. He may well continue as an extended practice session. There is Pedro. Where is he? Oops, that's turn 4, I think. Ooh, it's going to be tight from there to finish that lap. Oh, Fizzy. Camera's getting confused again. Where is that? That is... No, you're not going to finish that one, I'm afraid, Fizzy. So Fizzy is fourth then on 109.270. Fiso definitely won't improve. Hideaki won't improve. K-Man, he will finish this lap. That is turn 10 he's just gone through. Flying K-Man coming to the end of the lap now. 7th. Can he improve? Oh no, and he spun! And he's decided to write his name on the wall with the nose of his car. Oh dear. 10 seconds to go then, as of now. And this will be your starting lineup. Warren Tyre claiming what I believe is his first pole of this series. Just going to take a quick drink, bear with me. Warren Tyre in pole position, Manu second, Pedro third, Fizzy fourth, Esteban Vito 5, Hideaki 4 6th, Flying K-Man 7, Gibbs 8, Mr. DBZ Leica in 9th, and Stokeman rounding out your top 10 starting positions. 18 cars taking... Govak didn't set a time! Oh dear. As we go into the practice session, into the warm-up session. Now, I have great respect for these drivers. These are some of the best drivers. Oh, Seri! We've had another late joiner. Seri is a reserve driver that is coming for today. There's a number of drivers that were not able to take part, regular drivers that weren't able to take part. Franco Droz, I apologise if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, and Seri are joining us for today. Now, I'm going to have a bit of a giggle. I have confirmed that I am allowed to have a quick go, shall we say, during practice sessions. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, I am not used to not driving without driver aids on. I will make that very clear immediately. And this is exactly what we are faced with in this series. They are forced default setups, and they are not allowed, as you can see in the bottom right with my HUD, they are not allowed to use driver aids. They're allowed to use DRS, of course. That isn't strictly speaking a driver aid. So there's no ABS, there is no traction control, there is no stability control. So. Whoa dear, that's me getting... there's someone coming up behind me, so I'm just going to get out of the way there. I hope I didn't cause that person to spin. That's... oh, it's Manu. Manu's probably wondering what I'm doing on track. If he's going to let me pass, then I will do exactly that. Oh, steady. DRS open. Slight kink here. And I've overcooked it. Oh, just about. Manu was probably watching me going, what on earth are you playing at? We're at the top of the corkscrew now. Careful not to lock up. I braked very, very early there. Eee, there you go. See, that is what the drivers face. That is exactly what the drivers face when coming down the corkscrew. The aerodynamics is all essentially upside down. So turn 10 we've just navigated there. And I'm miles too late on my braking there, so slightly distracted there. Let's have a giggle then. Let's see what laps are. Mr. Soprano there, just pulling over. Now my lap time will be considerably woeful compared to the experts here. Turn 2 there. Turn 1 is actually on the start-finish straight officially. Turn 3. It's interesting trying to commentate and drive at the same time. There's 4. Didn't actually see who that was buried in the wall. Opening my DRS at this point. On the way down to 5. Braked a bit early there. Up the hill then. Oh no! And that's what happens if you try and brake and turn with your DRS wide open. And I've got damage to the car, so that's the end of my AOR competitive driving. So 1.5 minutes to go then in this warm-up session. So you can see firsthand then the sort of challenges that is not easy to see from a television camera perspective. Particularly when it comes to the corkscrew, the way that the aerodynamics just shift around. And also with no driver aids that shows exactly how much skill is involved to take part in the series. That's not to mean that those that struggle with these sort of things shouldn't be put off. There you go, 133 was okay. That was my outlap from the pits. I got you. But that should never put you off if you're looking to take part in an AOR championship. Please do. Please come across the website, apexonlineracing.com, and have a look around the forums. Take part and see how you get on. It's not always about finishing first. Often the best improvements are taking part and seeing how well you can do. 30 seconds. Have we seen any lap times on the board? Govak! Reminding people he's with us. I will be back in just a second. Right. Okay. 15 seconds in. It's the start of the race. So this isn't your qualifying positions. This is just who came where in the warm-up then. So worn tyre on your front row then for this race. That's a weird view. There we go, that's far more like it. Right, here we go then. 19 competitors in this race. Here we go to the lights. 3, 2, 1, wind them up and let them go! Let's get myself out of the way, get out of the way, go, 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 go. Warm tyre has hung onto his lead then. Let's get the correct camera and get that out of the way. Pedro and, oh, I don't remember the name tags being on. Okay, never mind. Worn tyre. Manu's holding second position. That actually makes my life a bit easier if they are on. As they come down to turn 3. Looks like we've avoided major incident into the first couple of turns. Well done, everybody. Oh, no sooner do I say that I see someone has gone wide at turn 3. Worn tyre holding off Manu as they head down to turn 5. Worn tyre, Manu, Pedro. I think that's Fizzy still holding 4th position. Yes, it is. Esteban, Vito and 5. So the top 5 holding on to their starting positions. Up to the corkscrew for the first time. Not actually sure how many laps there is. I don't know why my graphics are so different this week. I don't actually know how many laps we're doing. It's 26. Oh, that's why I did that. That was stupid of me. Right, 26 laps and always one time runs a little bit wide. Manu right on his gearbox though. What can he do from here? So I've been doing some filming, that's why I got used to turning that overlay off. Worn tyre heading down to turn 1. Is Manu running his tail? Is Manu going to have a look? Yes he is. He's going to go to the inside. Is he going to run out of room? Yes he is. Worn tyre just holding him off. Oh, that is so close. Well done both drivers for avoiding contact there. Down to turn 3. Worn tyre still is your leader. Oh, he's gone wide. He's gone wide and sounds like someone had hit the wall. And Fizzy had to take avoiding action there. Just avoided hitting the wall as well as Worn tyre's dropped down to 3rd position. Is that Esteban right behind him? Yes, it is. Was there contact between Manu and Worn tyre? I'm not 100% certain. Manu is going relatively slowly easy, waiting for Worn tyre to catch him, but Pedro is right there. Up to the top of the corkscrew once again. Manu, now your leader. Down they come. Manu, Pedro. Worn tyre now up in the 3rd position. Now, that's where he was before. I do beg your pardon. It was Govak that's made his way up to 4th place. Whoa, we have someone going a little bit strange there in the corkscrew. Govak's made his way up to 4th place. I think he started near the back as he's gone for an inside lunge in the last turn. He's got him for 3rd place. What a move. Absolutely great move from Govak there. Worn tyre. Esteban Viso 5. Hideaki 4 and 6. We saw Fizzy having to take avoiding manoeuvres earlier. Stanley DK's in 7. New guy Seri is in 8th place. I think that's probably Fizzy blasting past taking 8th place. It is indeed. Fizzy making his way back through the field. Seri and Vice Guy rounding out your top 10. Back up to the front there. Where is Manu? Oh, we have a back mark already. Is that Gibbs? Is that Gibbs we see? Just going to have a quick look at the list. It is. It's Gibbs that's running at the back. As Gibbs yet again has he come into misadventures. He runs wide at turn 5. Oh no, who's that that's gone off? Who is that that's gone off? It's Mr. Deepset Leica. It is Mr. Deepset Leica. I don't know why the pit voice came in there. Mr. Deepset Leica has come to grief But here we see an interesting battle here between Pedro and Manu. We didn't see Pedro at last week's race, but he is making up for it now as he's... as Manu runs wide at turn 10. As Gibbs coming into the pits. Oh, that's Govac taking out a braking board, a distance braking board. Did he spin as a result of it? I don't think he did. I think he kept himself going. Pedro right on Manu's tail. Govac. Esteban Visa. Hideaki 4. Stelling. Someone's dropped out of this top order. Is it Warm Time that's dropped down the order? I think it may well have been. There's Fizzy in 8. Vice Guy 9. Vice Guy is overtaking Stokeman for 10. For 9th rather. Back into the front then we have Manu still holding off Pedro. That's a long way to go to try and hold him off for another 23 laps. Up to turn 6 then. And make it look so easy, but as I demonstrated earlier, it is anything but. Heavy braking for Corkscrew turn 8. Easy on the power, down they come. That's Govac that is reeling these two in. So this duo is going to become a trio very, very soon. Down to the last turn. Whoa, that's Govac running a bit wide, but wow, God, the speed he is carrying. This battle is going to get very juicy with the third man Govac joining it very, very soon. Really, this lap, is someone coming out of the pits there? Not sure who that was. Look at how quickly Govac has been reeling these two in. Govac has already won a race in this series, so we know how good he is. Oh, running a little bit wide there in turn 3. He's on the back of Pedro now. You can see Pedro has lost some ground to Manu, so Pedro is now having to defend against Govac. Stay with this battle for now as they come up the hill now, turn 6. Oh, Govac is running a little bit wide again, but still keeping two wheels within the track limits. That's oops. How wide again? So they've got back markers already. Can't really see who that is. Whoever it is getting out of the way. It's we have someone that's parked. Is that Gibbs getting himself a comfy seat again? Quite possibly. Whoever it is has got underway again. Govac is right on Pedro's tail now. He's been bringing him in lap on lap on lap. 21 laps to go. Oh, we've had a much tighter line into turn 2, the beginning of turn 2. That entire hairpin is deemed as turn 2. For some reason it's not split into two corners. Oh, and Govac went too deep into turn 3. He's lost a bit of ground on Pedro. It's going to give Pedro a bit of breathing space. Can he get back after Manu again? We look at the lap times. 109.870 is Pedro's best. Oh, Manu's is very similar. 109.734. He's just coming up to his own teammate, I think. Yep, I think that is Flying K-Man. We can just see at the top of Corkscrew. Manu, Pedro, Govac. See him come through this search. Oh, and Govac was a little bit deep there at the bottom of Corkscrew. Oh, and slightly wide as well at turn 9. And slightly wide there in turn 10 as well. But he is still keeping in it. Let's have a look further down the field. Govac's teammate Esteban Visa holding 4th place with Hideaki 4 right behind him. But with a bit of gap there, there's Stelling DK in 6th position running his own race. That's, I think, possibly Gibbs getting out of the way. There's Fizzy in 7th, chasing Stelling down. Warm Tire was falling down at 8. He's having it started well, but he's falling down the order. There's Vice Guy in 9. Where is he? He's just coming up to the final turn. Stokeman is just come through. Yeah, I'm sure that wasn't Stokeman. He's just come through turn 9. Turn 10 rather. And he's just finishing his lap. Back up to the front now. Manu. He's overtaking his teammate. Oh no, he hasn't. Beg your pardon, I got the cars the wrong way around. And then to the top of the Corkscrew with Pedro again beginning to get back into pressure and distance. Looks like Cayman trying to get out of the way there. He does for 2. Does he get out of Govac's way? That's very close. Very, very close, but not really anything Cayman could have done unless he stopped. But he has allowed the first 3 through without contact. Well done to you. Manu, Pedro, Govac. all in short succession. Viso still holding off Hideaki. Stelling and Fizzy still locked in their duo. Worn Tyre on his own. Fire Sky on his own. Stokeman is on his own as well. Back into the front then. Pedro's really... Oh my goodness me, that's someone that is stranded with 3 wheels on their car, and that's caused the top 3 to bunch right up. Manu's just about got a bit of distance, but Govac's closed right back in on Pedro as a result. Turn 5. Will we see second place change hands? Oh, camera's got confused. Oh, there's someone I think trying to get out of the way. More than having accidents. Govac runs wide in turn 6. Up to the top, turn 7 then. Up to the top of the corkscrew. Pedro's right on Manu's tail again. That's K-Man that's having gone out of the way of the lead 3. Oh, Pedro's run a tad wide but managed to get away with it. Turn 10. Excuse me. Top 3 have been locked in this battle pretty much, well certainly the top 2 have been locked in this battle pretty much all race, with Govac joining the party about 5 or so laps later on. 18 laps remaining. Still a fair way to go. And one mistake is all it takes to change the order pretty dramatically. Manu, Pedro, Govac. I want to see what everyone else is doing, but this 3 could change at any given moment. Particularly with 3-wheeled wagons stranding themselves in the middle of the track. I'm assuming that has led to a retirement because that car has vanished. Oh, it looks like Pedro's had a problem somewhere because he's lost ground on Manu, and Govac is right on his tail now. Oh, it's run very wide. Pedro's run wide. He's lost second position to Govac. And K-Man's gone through as well. That's just before corkscrew. Govac has taken second place. Now he will start chasing after Manu. Trying to figure out which car is which here. That's is that Esteban? That can't be Esteban, surely. Esteban's in 4th or 5th. He can't be being lapped already, surely. No, he's not. That isn't Esteban Viso. Manu then completing another lap. Govac right on his tail now. The best lap some half a second. Oh no, 3/10 apart. Beg your pardon. 109.536 is Manu's new best. 109.273 is Govac's best so far. Pedro, oh, camera's stuck again, and there's Pedro. He's still behind Flying K-Man. Flying K-Man should be getting out of the way pretty soon. K-Man's still not getting out of the way. Well, unless K-Man is actually proving to be quicker than Pedro, he really should be getting out of the way at this point, because K-Man is a lap down. Or unless Pedro has said keep going. He will be getting a bit of a slipstream, but that will be affecting his downforce through the corners. Is that Manu that's in trouble? It is! I wish I'd seen that. Oh, I was looking at the wrong place. Manu's had trouble somewhere, and Govac has sprinted past. That was before the corkscrew. He's come to grief. And the lead has changed. There's Govac, we've just seen coming out of the goal. Blimey, that was close. Is that Pedro? It can't be Pedro. No, it can't be Pedro. It's it will be not Paradisky. I've forgotten who Govac's teammate is. Oh, Pedro's teammate is. I beg your pardon. Govac then leads with. Whoa, that's K-Man getting into a bit of a spin, trying to avoid backmarkers, I think. Manu is now going to chase Govac down again. Pedro still in contact. That's someone getting out of the way. 4th is Fizzy. Wow, he's climbed up 3 places since we last saw him. Can he start to make an impact on the top 3? He's got 16 laps in order to chase them down. It is entirely possible. That's either Paradisky or Mr. Soprano getting out of the way there. Manu. Let's see what he can do now, chasing Govac down. Govac's at the top of the corkscrew now. Down he comes. There you can see the gap between him and Manu. They've opened a bit of a gap, but it's not too far. One mistake, it's all it will take to change that. Or one back mark in the wrong place. There's the top 3. Obviously much more spread out than they have been throughout the course of the race. But that's time will tell. Still a long way to go. 15 laps, roughly halfway now. Oh, that's very, very close to going outside the track. I think Govac was just staying within it. That is very, very close to... seeing the track limits there. And there's turn 3. Manu, Pedro. There's Fizzy now, just coming down to turn 2. Someone is clouting around the barriers there by the sound of it. What on earth is going on there? Hideaki 4, we haven't seen him very much. Is that Stelling? I think that's Stelling coming into the pits. Stelling DK coming into the pits from 6th position. Worn Tyres made his way back up to 6th place. I think he's maybe having a damaged car. He looks very twitchy coming out of turn 11. Vice Guys made their way up to 7th position. There's Stokeman. Is he being challenged by Esteban Viso? He was in 5th last time we saw him. So Esteban Viso flying past Stokeman there to claim 8th position. Now we've got a 3-way battle here for me. I can't look in 2 different positions at the same time here, gentlemen. Just have a quick look at the front. They look fairly spaced out now. Go back, just coming across the line. Has he set? Wow, look at that. 109.052 against Manu's 109.470, which was Manu's new best so far this race. But some 4/10 off of Govac's pace. Wow, what a difference that is. Pedro 3rd. Fizzy still 4th. Hideaki 4 and 5th. There's Warm Tyre just coming to the top of the corkscrew. And Vice Guy 7. Esteban Viso is in there somewhere. There he is, right behind him. Oh, they were getting very close to the top of the corkscrew there. As watch as this battle unfolds. The leaders are fairly spaced out now. Esteban Viso. That's Vice Guy getting onto the ball. He's very wide, very late turning into turn 10. Did Esteban Viso have a lunge up the inside? He does. Wow, he flew past Vice Guy there, taking 7th position. I think Esteban has been through the pits. He's just gone up to 6. So someone's in the pits there. Vice Guy 7, Stokeman 8. Is that Warm Tyre that's gone into the pits? It must be the way the camera's going. Warm Tyre has gone into the pits. Stelling is a few turns back. Stokeman has elevated himself into 8th position. Viso is on a heck of a charge here. Currently in 6th place. Flying past. Oh, don't go too wide in. Vice Guy also goes wide at that's turn 4. And because Vice Guy's on wide, that's put him in Stokeman's clutches for 7th position now. What can Stokeman do here? Looks like Viso's got the pace. Probably fresher boots on him. Oh, and Vice Guy's gone wide again. As his tyres cried mercy as Stokeman flies through into 7th place. Does Vice Guy have a problem, or did he not close his DRS? I'm afraid I do not know. One time out of the pits. I assume that came out behind him. And the camera's now stuck, and that's Stelling that's spinning. Whoa, well held. Well held there, Stelling. Flying K-Man is down in 11th. We've seen him being lapped a few times. El Nano down in 12th place. That's cameras. Oh, there we go. The camera is now picking up which car we're talking about. Gibbs in 13th place. I haven't really mentioned him. Camera's not changing. Well, the camera's changing, but the names aren't. There we go. There's Paradiski. But first time really I mentioned you all race. Seri is new guy. We saw him up the order early on. I think Seri must be in the pits the way that the camera's going. Yeah, Seri has retired, as has DBZ, Leica, Mr. Soprano, and myself. We've actually lost someone as well, as we did have 18 competitors at the start of the race. So Govac then is still your leader. Where is Manu? And the camera's stuck. There he is. Crikey, the lead for Govac is extending at quite a dramatic rate. Whoa, that's probably Gibbs. Whether he was trying to get out of the way or spun of his own accord, not entirely certain. Smashing into the wall in between turns 3 and 4. Manu then on his own. That's Fizzy up to 3rd. So where's Pedro gone? And there's someone getting out of the way. Fizzy chasing down Manu. Oh, we've said that once or twice already. There's Pedro. He's come to grief at some point and lost 3rd place. Now down in 4th on his own. Hideaki 4. Went for the apex tad early there into turn 2. There's Esteban Viso, who's been really has broken away from Vice Guy in 7th place. And Vice Guy has vanished. Stokeman, oh no, he came to grief, didn't he? There he is. He's in 8th place. He got that slight off, didn't he? And lost 7th to Stokeman, but he's still going. Oh, that's an unusual line. I think Vice Guy's tyres must have had it, because that's a very, very wide line to be taking. There's Stelling. He's been through the pits. He's running again in 9th place, and Flying K-Man is elevated to 10th, so someone's fallen through the order. El Nano 11, there's Worn Tyre, and that it looks like the end of Worn Tyre's race. Yep, that's the end of Worn Tyre's race, retiring from 12th. Oh, Paradiski, I think he's getting out of the way. As that's a weird place to have an incident. I think he's getting out of the way of lead as well. Done you. Gibbs, where's Gibbs? He's done it again. He's decided to make his own spectator spot. That's the end of his race. So 13 official runners still going then. Let's go back. We're headed back to the front then. Go back. Through the corkscrew. Turn 10. We look where he is, and if we bring up the map, we look where he is. Yellow patch, I think, is because Gibbs is around there somewhere. As he comes across the line there, and Manu has just come through the last turn, so he's got 5-6 seconds maybe lead over Manu so far. There we go. As Manu gets into turn 2, and there we go. We can see the red dot is actually go back, and the green dot there is, I assume it's Fizzy. Oh, that's change. Come on, change name. There we go. Yep, Fizzy in 3rd place now, but quite some distance behind Manu. Pedro in 4th place. Now a bit on his own. 10 laps remaining of this feature race here at Leguna Seca. Hideaki 4. He's just come around the last turn. Down he comes. Esteban Vito. He's looking to chase down Hideaki. Can he do so before the end of the race? 10 laps of Mr. Ditto. Stokeman, is he? Oh, Stokeman's coming into the pits. This is where the camera gets confused because it doesn't know how to do the pits properly. You see the retired cars that haven't left the server. They are parked up in their respective pit garages. So Vice Guy is going to go back up to 7th position. Will Vice Guy pit, or will he try and get to the end of the race? And Stokeman 8. Stelling DK is going to elevate himself into 8th position. There he goes. Flying K-Man, where he's just come around the last turn. He claimed 9th. Let's have a look at the map. No, because I think Stokeman's coming out of the pits now. That's going to be close. But Stokeman just retained. Oh, it's 10th position he's doing. Flying. The positions are slightly warped there. There we go. They've corrected themselves. Stokeman has come back out in 9th position, but K-Man's right on his tail. Back up to the front then. Go back at the top of the corkscrew. Manu. He's just come through the corkscrew himself. I think he might close down that gap because that doesn't seem as big as it was before. For now. There's Govak just going through the top of the shot. That's more like 3 seconds or so gap. So either Manu's got a hell of a charge on, or Govak has come to grief somewhere. And the camera's not changing. There we go. There's Govak. Someone coming out of the pits there. Possible to tell who that is. I'm not that good. Manu's definitely closed that gap now. Running slightly wide on the exit, turn 2. 3. On the run down to 4. That back marker. Oh, have we got someone who's spun or someone getting out of the way? Oh, where's Govak gone? He's there. It was him that we heard stuttering. So Govak has spun on where was that? It would be turn 4. Oh, why? The camera didn't pick up where Govak was. So Manu retakes the lead of this race. Well, that's one way to take the corkscrew. And there's Govak just getting through the corkscrew. So Govak really has lost a lot of time there. The gap we saw closing down, has Govak burned his tyres out, or has he got some damage of some kind? Because he's taking a rather odd line there. Whether that's lag or some such, we don't know. He's got 2 back markers nailed to his gearbox. That's that 01903 one, so that has improved last time I commented on that. Can he get the hammer down again, or has he got a problem? Has his tyres given up? Whoa, that's a back marker. Govak was taking some rather unusual lines. I think that was a back marker avoiding contact there and going through the pit lane exit. So Fizzy is going to be closing Govak down. That is the aforementioned back marker staying out of the way. Yep, they are just building up speed again. There's Govak. There's Manu. So Manu's just come through turn 6, up the hill to 7. Of which there's how many laps are left. And that is the top of the corkscrew again. So where is Govak in relation to this? There he is. He's just coming up to 7 now, but he's all over the place. He must have had damage of some description because he is snaking everywhere. He must have suffered damage because there's Fizzy really bearing him down. And that's his car. It looked like it's going sideways. He's got some kind of problem there as he's coming into the infield, letting Fizzy go. Oh, goodness me, what a shame. Govak was charging away at the front there, and he has come to grief in a very, very big way. His car is trying to act like a crab. Can he hang on for 6 laps with the car behaving like this? Time will tell. Fizzy back into 2nd place now. What a recovery for him. Where's Manu? There's Manu coming through turn 4. With Fizzy coming through turn 3. So a fairly decent lead for Manu. Can he hang on to it? As we can see there. Oh, that's the camera getting confused on where everybody is. There we go. So if we see the green dot is Govak, the red is Manu. So Manu's got quite a considerable lead. He's coming up to the up the hill, turn 7. There's turn 8, and Fizzy is just coming through turn 6. But anything can happen, as well we know. As well, we've seen quite a number of times in this race already. Pedro is still in 4th position now. He is going to be closing Govak down as well. There's a back marker getting out of Pedro's way. That is turn 8. That's the caught through yet again. I think we can hear Govak. Yep, there he is. There is Govak, I think. Yep, that is indeed. Nice. Terrible damage on that car. I'm surprised he's not decided to pit it. But with 5 laps remaining, I'm not entirely surprised. So we can see Pedro now gaining on Govak. It looks like it's a fair certainty that Pedro's going to be claiming that final podium position. You can see by the angle that Govak's car is turning that it is in far from optimal form. Turn 3 there. You see just the rate of knots that he's lost. That must have been a hell of a bang that he had. And there you go. He's let Pedro through. Pedro is taking 3rd place. Here's Esteban Viso now. He's been in 5th or thereabouts for quite a bit of this race. And he comes through to complete the lap, coming down to turn 2. Hideaki Force just come through turn 11. So he's out there on his own. Stilton DK's up to 7th now, just coming through the corkscrew. Vice Guy in 8th place still, with the tyres that are down to canvas. Is that Stokeman right behind him? It is. It's Stokeman on Vice Guy's tail now. I think Stokeman's been through the pits recently, so this will be a battle for 8th position that Vice Guy will have to hold. Oh, did Vice Guy come through the pits? I think he did, actually, come to think of it. My memory is terrible, for which I apologise for. And Vice Guy is holding his own there in 8th place. 10, Flying Cannon with someone getting out of the way, I think. El Nano 11, Paradisi 12, and that is your finished runs. Oh, that was Govak. That was Govak trying to get out of the way. Manu then, on his own in the lead, coming up the hill to turn 7. Fizzy trying to do something about the lead that is in front of him with 4 laps to go. It is going to take a mistake from Manu for those two to get head to head. There's Pedro trying to chase Fizzy down, coming up the hill toward turn 7. Govak still currently in 4th position with a very sick car indeed. Esteban Viso. Is there enough of a gap between 4th and 5th for Govak to keep hold of that position? With 4 laps to go, we will see. There's Manu completing another lap. 3 laps to go now. Just to remind you, Manu, I don't believe, has been through the pits at all, so his tyres are pretty second-hand by now. There's Fizzy. Let me just look at the gap. Yeah, it probably has shortened a bit. Unfortunately, I don't have any means of timing that, sadly. Pedro. Fairly equidistant 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Pedro running a little bit wide there with the exit turn 2. There's Manu coming through turn 6. There's Fizzy coming through turn 5. And Pedro coming through turn 4. Govak still in 4th. Oh, well, that was very, very slow. Now, did he accidentally incur a time penalty then? Of course, his car is snaking here, there and everywhere. He may have accidentally cut that corner. It's going to enable Viso to take another big chunk out of the gap between him and Govak. I'm not sure there's going to be enough time for Viso to do anything about it. Hideaki 4 on his own, 6th position. Stelling just coming through turn 10. There's Vice Guy. Is he still holding Stokeman off? Nope, Stokeman's vanished. Oh, there's Stokeman in 9, so he's come to grief at some stage and lost ground on Vice Guy. Whoops, that's Vice Guy running a bit wide and taking a braking board with him. Vice Guy running terribly wide down the way down from turn 9 to 10, which has allowed... I'm going the wrong way again. Where are we? Stokeman and K-Man to go past him, so Stokeman and K-Man in a battle now for 8th position. Let's have a look at this battle forming here. Turn 2. K-Man right on Stokeman's tail now. Not often I get to talk about K-Man, so hello to you, sir. I'm not meaning that in a derogatory sense, it's just I don't often get to commentate on anything other than the top 3. The top 3 are fairly spaced out, so I'm just going to go back through the field to check on them. Manu coming through to complete another lap. He starts his final lap now, I think. Yes. Fizzy in 2nd. Pedro 3rd. Govac still holding on to 4th position, albeit most of the time sideways. Viso in 5. Hideaki 4 in 6th. This is coming through turn 2. There's Stelling coming to start his final lap. In 7. Stokeman is around there somewhere. Turn 10. That's Flying K-Man in 9th position. Vice Guy, after that unfortunate off he had before, in 10th. El Nano on his own 11th. And Paradisky is jumping around everywhere, so he's got quite a sick car as well. Back up to the front then. Let's see how Manu is doing. That's turn 6. He's just come through. Up the hill then, turn 7. Which is there. Up to the top of the corkscrew. Down he comes. It's El Nano directly in front of him. Whoops, Hideaki 4 I think that was in the background. Turn 10. Looks like another win is on the cards for the Denverville driver. Here he comes round the final turn then. Here is your feature race winner here at Leguna Seca. It is yet again, it is Manu. Takes another win. Fizzy, after a brilliant fight back through the field, takes 2nd position. Again, these two on the podium. And the positioning is going to be slightly wrong, as Pedro is taking the last of the podium positions. Good fight back for you as well. And now the ordering's all completely wrong. So there's Govac, who I believe is still in 4th. He's going very, very slowly. He's just coming through the corkscrew now. There was Esteban behind him. Esteban's still behind him. He's at the top of the corkscrew, I think. Oh, I think Govac spun by the sound of that. He's spun at turn 9. That's turn 10 he's just coming up to. Viso's right behind him. Will Viso be able to steal this position away in the final straight? On board with Viso, can he do anything about it? No, looks like Gomez just got the legs to hold on. Oh, only just. Viso, that's actually registering in 4th. That's not actually true. As registering Govac in 5th, we clearly saw that wasn't the case. Hideaki 4 is registered in 6th position with Stelling 7, Stokeman 8, Flying K-Man 9, Vice Guy rounding out your top 10. Now looking at the list, El Nano classified 11 and Paradisky 12, with your retirements being One Tire, Seri, and Mr. Soprano. Gibbs, I certainly know off the top of my head, and whoever else has left the server between then and now. That has been your feature race, and I shall return for the sprint race.